long time there's been indications that circumcision might be protective against HIV, safe male circumcision. And so we tried for a long time to raise money to do a trial, to do an experiment, to see whether this is in fact so. We started in 2002. We basically recruited 3,500 men who, first of all, was not circumcised, second of all, wanted to be circumcised. We did not exclude people who were HIV positive, so although we tested people at the beginning for HIV, we did not exclude those who were HIV positive.
Have you been tested for HIV?
But after recruiting 3,500 people, we divided them into two groups. One group we sent for circumcision straight away, and the other group we offered them circumcision free of charge, but wanted them to delay that for 2 years. So then we had these two groups. We compared the groups on all sorts of things, like their sexual behavior, the ethnic group that they were from, the religious group that they were from, all sorts of anything you can think of, basically.
I am going to ask you questions about your sexual behavior. Is that okay with you?
All right.
Okay. Now,
we found that the two groups were identical at the beginning of the project. Then we followed them for 2 years, and after 2 years, we compared again the group that was circumcised in the beginning and the group that was circumcised in the end. Of the almost 70 people that became HIV positive during the trial, 20 were from the intervention group, in other words the group that was circumcised in the beginning, while 50 were from the group that were not circumcised in the beginning. So you can see that circumcision has quite a dramatic protective effect, about 60%. As far as the setting for circumcision, in our trial all participants were circumcised by general practitioners in their surgeries. So it was done in a clinically sterile environment.
The main objective of this study is very simple. We observe that on average, circumcised males are less infected by HIV than uncircumcised males. But it's just an observation. We were not sure. So we had to do a medical experiment.
The trial was stopped because it was successful. It was so successful that it was no longer ethical to delay some people from getting circumcised. We have to let people understand that circumcision is not 100% effective. So this is not a permanent condom. It's not going to 100% make sure that you don't get HIV. So that's a very important part of implementing circumcision on a community level, is that people have to understand that the protection is not 100%. I think other than that, we are absolutely adamant that circumcision can only work if it's part of all the other intervention strategies that there are running at the moment. In other words, it's got to be part of the overall global approach on prevention.
Do you think that circumcision protects you from getting HIV?
Not 100%. It's just that there are slim chances that you will get infected. The best way is for you to use a condom on the time you have sex.
Okay. The problem is that I was having so many problems with my foreskin. So my foreskin was too large, and then that's why I wanted to participate.
I think, as you know, when you're circumcised, there are less chances for you to get STDs and stuff. So I always wanted to circumcise. So I thought this was a chance for me to do it.
Yeah, okay. I'm still using condom because. But what about how use a condom? How I use a condom, how not try it, how circumcise it. So I have to still use a condom.
Yes, I'm continuing using condoms.
Yes, I was still using condoms.
In condom, I use.
No, circumcising.
Yeah, we use. As they would to shinchile my partners, but me Loganga.
Okay, awukazumbone namanye ama partners awukazuzwe.
No, I've been tested for HIV now.
Yes.
Okay, how long was this?
Somewhat 3 months back. I have to go next month.
Okay, yeah. Good stuff.
Also tested.
Also tested, okay. Mhlawumbe ubani kapa?
Yeah, no, I've
still tested.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think women feel great about men who are circumcised. They like men who are circumcised.
Ka Africa rona jale ra enjoy ho feta pele le bona panikini so gona like bumana go telelenyana le bona
Noma scala sitsa heaven maybe mana tshwaifale like crepe something like that. So jomaga circumcise ile ikahle nje ingena kahle.
All right. Okay.